Hello guys, what is up? My name is Dylan. Welcome to the Popcorn Podcast. This is episode number 104. Guys, we've got two returning guests. Hello.
Hi.
Hi guys. I feel like this was actually somewhat inevitable. I don't know about you guys, like you two specifically, because we've had you both on individually, but never on a joint episode like this. I mean, we did the season finale, but that was kind of... But welcome back, Amy, and welcome back, Alex. Besties in Film Talk.
This is the best duo.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, interesting. Oh. Well, we can do a poll or something afterwards, but...
Who's the competition?
Who is the competition? I mean, there's a few... I don't know.
Come on.
I'm going blank now. I'm going blank now. Yeah, no, very, very excited to have you guys back on. And for a pretty... I want to say significant film. It was like, I feel like this is like the first huge release of the year, I want to say. And of course, we're referring to Wuthering Heights if you haven't been able to tell already. Emerald Fennell's Wuthering Heights. How was your Valentine's Day? How'd that all go? Oh.
I did nothing.
You did nothing? Okay. Did you watch any movies?
I watched Bridget Jones, Mad About the Boy.
Nice.
Which I hadn't seen.
Okay.
But I did it by myself. And I had a lovely Galentine's alone day. Really.
Nice. Very, very good. And Amy, yourself?
I went to see Wuthering Heights at the midday showing, which it was a fully booked screen. So,
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing. Well, and today you guys have got like some Disney Expo thing that you guys are going to, and you're like properly doing your Galentine's. Fantastic. Amazing. Well, thank you again for making the time and coming down to chat about Wuthering Heights. So Alex, you saw this film a couple of days ago, sort of during the week.
Yes.
At the multimedia. I want to say, how was that?
It was good. It was a nice event. It was at Picture House Central, and I love it there. So it was a lovely event.
Oh, okay. And Amy shaking her head. You saw it yesterday.
Yes,
yesterday during midday. I myself and Clara went last night to see it as well. Similar to you, like sort of packed out IMAX at Leicester Square, ready to be wothered on the biggest of scales, whatever that means. But before we get into it, Emerald Fennell. Right, we've seen both her previous films. Yeah. Thoughts on Emerald Fennell? Do you like Emerald?
Okay, so I actually rate both Promising Young Women and Saltburn quite highly.
Okay.
However, I did go to rewatch Saltburn last year, and I turned it off midway through.
Okay. Interesting. And Alex and Amy. Oh my God, we're gonna do. This is gonna be a long episode.
I think Wuthering Heights is her best film.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
And the other two films,
I haven't revisited. I've only seen them both once.
Okay.
But I remember liking Saltburn when I first saw it, but I think that was kind of in the craze and hype of it all. So it'll be interesting to see how I think revisiting it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And Promising Young Women for both of you. That was her like directorial debut. I think she won the Oscar for like best original screenplay. I want to say in 2021. So she obviously just sort of came onto the scene and just sort of blew a lot of people away, and that led to Saltburn. Now we're here at Wuthering Heights, which is arguably her most sort of ambitious film yet. I want to say, definitely the biggest budget. But suffice to say, excited to check this one out.
Before leading up?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was excited. Obviously, I think the controversy helped the conversation surrounding its release.
Okay,
as in more people were talking about it.
Which controversy are you specifically referring to?
Jacob Elordi's casting and the freakier marketing adaptation.
Okay, interesting.
Projected to us.
And I guess also the big question for you guys is: had you read the book before?
I
have
not.
You have not read the book, Amy.
Yeah,
you have
I studied
read the book.
Yeah,
in school.
Yeah,
because this is like one of the big books that a lot of schools here studied, right?
Yeah. A-level English lit.
A-level English lit. Okay, cool. Because I didn't do A-level English, but so like Of Mice and Men was like furthest week.
I did Of Mice and Men.
Yeah. Did you see the film for that?
Yeah,
that's great. It was like John Malkovich. And we learned so much about like
the rabbit.
Yeah, and Curly's wife. Curly's wife didn't have a name. Yeah, because...
The glove. Was it the glove? Glove of Vaseline.
Yeah. What a throwback. Anyhow, Wuthering Heights, we've finally arrived. This is not the first adaptation of the book. A couple before, but Emerald Fennell's sort of taken it on. So I think without further ado, let's sort of get straight into it. And obviously, guys, spoiler warning, if you haven't seen the film yet, or I guess read the book, please go and do either, and then come back to this discussion at a later time and sort of figure out what we thought. Born from the imagination of Emily Bronte, Wuthering Heights is a gothic tale where passion curdles into obsession, where class divides cut deeper than any blade, and where the Yorkshire moors feel less like a setting and more like a curse. At its heart is Heathcliff, an orphan brought into Wuthering Heights, and Catherine Earnshaw, the woman he loves, with a ferocity that refuses to soften even when society, status, and time itself demand it. Their bond is intoxicating, destructive, and ultimately catastrophic, leaving generations to inherit the fallout of a love that was never allowed to exist freely. Today, we're going to dive into the new film adaptation of Wuthering Heights and sort of ask how this kind of latest retelling captures that raw, almost feral intensity, and what it chooses to sort of amplify or soften, and whether it truly understands that this isn't a romance designed to comfort, but one built to haunt. The film is directed by Emerald Fennell and stars Margot Robbie, Jacob Elordi, Hong Chow, Alison Oliver, Shazad Latif, and Owen Cooper, amongst others. It's quite an intro, if I do say so myself.
Very good.
So we just briefly spoke about expectations before the film. My relationship with Emerald Fennell has sort of been... I've not been the biggest fan, I'll be honest. When I watched Saltburn, it was at like the opening night gala of the London Film Festival of like 2023, and I had such a blast with it the first time I watched it. I was like, this is like insane. This is pretty insane. But the more I sat with it, I was just like, there's actually nothing here. There's absolutely nothing here. And then Promising Young Woman, I feel like clearly it has like sort of touched a nerve with a lot of people, and a lot of people kind of really resonate with it. I just found it to be quite like, given the subject matter, quite sort of done for shock value and sort of lacking empathy. That was where I sort of just like sort of was really struggling to connect with that. And thus, like, she's always come off to me as someone who is much more interested in the kind of the shock value or like the aesthetic of a film, as opposed to actually exploring anything beneath that, if that makes sense. Alex, you're nodding your head a lot.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah?
I do completely agree. And I think for my first time watches of both Promising Young Woman and Saltburn, that is exactly what it was for me. It's like, I've never seen anything like this, and like had these scenes put to screen. Like some of these was so shocking and so just like unimaginable that it kind of masks the hollowness of the writing and the things that she tends to avoid in delivering it to the screen. I mean, like in the narrative, in like these important themes, it seems everything is just glassed over by how much can I shock the audience. And I think I did enjoy it the first time I've watched both of those films. And then again, as you said, like when you go back and look at it and you forget, it's not shocking anymore as when you watch it the second time. So I think, you start to see the cracks. Yeah,
no, definitely. And I'm just going to straight up ask you guys. Amy, I kind of already know your verdict on the film, because Amy messaged me like literally as soon as she came out of the cinema. I was like, I'm about to receive so many hate comments.
Yep.
But actually, you know what? Let's start with you, Amy, because you loved the film. You loved the film.
I can't hide it.
Tell us a little bit about why you loved the film so much.
I think it's helped by the fact I went in with low expectations. So I thought it'd be like a 2-star film, but I loved it. I mean, I was crying at the end, so I can't not like a film that obviously emotionally moved me somehow. Sure. I'm not questioning that. It's probably a bit strange, but I was crying at the end, so it did somehow struck a nerve. And I thought some of the performances were just so great. Alison Oliver, I've loved her for a long while. She's amazing in Conversation with Friends, and I think her performance as Isabella Linton was probably the best, as well as then Owen Cooper's young Heathcliff, who just sets the scene as to the Heathcliff we're going to get in this adaptation. I believed Margot and Jacob's chemistry. There was definitely something intoxicating there, and it's not meant to be a love story. I mean, it is meant to be a love story, but it's not meant to be one that you admire or want to have yourself. But I believed what they had, and for better or for worse, it just struck with me. It's just sat with me. So I was hooked from the get-go, from the opening scene to the last scene, and then just the beauty of it, from the landscape, set design, production design. I was just kind of in awe of it, really. So
and you mentioned like you feel like this is her Emerald Fennell's best film so
in
far,
my opinion, because I think it it just sat with me afterwards, and it actually moved me, and I believed it more than I believed the
previous two.
The previous two. So
fair enough. I mean, because the thing is, the last thing I wanted to do here today was come to this conversation and like all of us just like trash the film. But like I genuinely, because like it's not interesting if we all have the same sort of take on the film. It's not. It really isn't. And Alex, yourself, you were slightly more mixed on the film, correct?
Yes, I rated it 3 stars.
Yeah.
Because again, there is definitely a lot of credit where credit is due with this film. Like, the aesthetic is gorgeous. Like, as Amy said, the production design, the costume. I did really love the performances. I think both, again, even Margot Robbie and Jacob Elordi, I think Martin Clune was incredible. However, I did unfortunately find it a bit boring.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, I can explain why. If you
no, of course.
Now.
I sort of agree with you. Like, going into Wuthering Heights, I was like, look, if I don't like the film, that'd be fine, because at least I won't be bored. Because Emerald Fennell's like always, you know, I might not like love everything she's doing, but at least like I'm like always with it, you know. But I found like large portions of this film to sort of just be kind of meandering, or like redoing sort of things that we'd already established, or giving us scenes that really didn't drive the story forward. But like, before we get like into that, I actually want to focus on like the good stuff first. I actually want to talk about what was good. We came out of this film yesterday, and I was just like, I feel so disappointed in myself, because going into the film, we obviously saw this, like, you've seen all the images of like the Letterboxd like spectrum, like you see with the like a 1 star or like a 5 star, and I was so ready to either like really hate it or really love it, and I just came out and I was so disappointed in myself, because I'm neither. I'm like sort of in the middle.
Me too.
I'm a bit more negative overall on the film, but like I'm sort of just like, I just like, you know, I wanted this to be I wanted to really have a reaction to it. But yeah, alas, sort of here we are. The good stuff. Amy, you mentioned Owen Cooper. This is the first time I'm actually seeing him in anything. I haven't seen Adolescence yet.
Wow.
So, yeah, and I think like even just from seeing him in this, he clearly is someone who, despite his age, just really gets the material and understands the material very well, and yeah, really gives like a powerful performance there. Performances wise, yes, I did buy Margot and Jacob. Like, that was obviously like one of the big questions sort of going in. There's a lot of controversy around the casting. Can they sell us this sort of intoxicating, sort of twisted relationship? And I do think for the most part they did. But yeah, hey, you have 2 of the best working actors today, so and they definitely do sell it. And obviously things like the costume design and the set design are so incredibly impressive. I do think it's a beautiful film. I was expecting a little more though, because I think I watched some Emerald Fennell sort of say in a promo of this, and saying like, the first time you see Wuthering Heights, it should feel like this fever dream, right? And I went into it and I was like, okay, cool. At least I'm gonna be like visually sort of captivated. But I don't know. I found it a bit stale, a little bit. And I really like Linus Sandgren, the cinematographer who works on it, because he shot some of he's shooting Dune Part 3. But I did feel like his kind of style was muted a little bit with this. And I know like not all of his films need to feel the same or need to have that kind of fire, but like I thought like some of the more interesting shots were already given away in the trailer. Like my favorite shot in the film is like when Heathcliff leaves for the first time on horseback, and there's this huge like red background. I was like, okay, this is kind of the film I want to see, but I feel like that was kind of lacking. I don't know about you.
I think for me, I agree with like this fever dream sort of thing, and I do think that was found, but more maybe in the set design. Like in what's their other house? What's the other?
Thrushcross Grange.
Yeah, that one.
Thrushcross Grange.
Yeah,
gotcha.
That was very, and again, like her kind of life within that house. I think that was where the fever dream kind of elements came in. But I do kind of agree. Wuthering Heights itself did feel a little bit bland. Like if Emerald has said that, then I do understand. But I do think those elements came in that portion of her life. Yeah. As well as just all her costumes. I mean, some of them, they are completely out of like context to what it like the book and like the time. But again, if it's supposed to feel fever dreamy, then it makes complete sense. Some of them they were amazing. Yeah. Gorgeous. So,
absolutely. Yeah, I think I completely agree. I think the most kind of fever dream, or the most like sort of I'm escaping into a new world, was those scenes in Thrush Cross Grange.
Yeah.
When you see Margot in these like amazing outfits, and like these huge rooms, like these huge expansive rooms. So I thought all that stuff was really impressive and stuff. Another sort of big element of the film is Charli XCX. What did you guys think of Charli XCX?
I thought the montage over the Christmases and the years using, is it Chains of Love? Is what it is. I thought that was amazing. I love that. I love seeing like Margot or Cathy clearly trying to get on with it, but you can just feel like something's missing. And from like the window shots and the outfits and the snow, and I think her music worked perfectly for this adaptation, not even just this adaptation, for Wuthering Heights as a book. I think her kind of music matches the Yorkshire moors and the setting.
Interesting. Okay. And Alex?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I think that's one of the strong points of the film.
Interesting.
Is the soundtrack. You seem like you don't agree.
So I like partially agree. Because like for me, like I really love going into films, and like the score is like one of the first things I will like pick up on. And I was obviously super keen and interested to see Charli XCX do it. Because usually, you'd have an artist, like a contemporary artist like her, just sort of do a couple of songs for the film, but you'd still have a composer. Yes. I feel like half of her music worked and half of it didn't work for me. Anything that is sort of quintessentially Charli XCX, for me, actually worked more, because it was like this mix of flavors that I was like, okay, this is now really like pushing the material, or like doing something new or interesting. And you're looking at sort of old school and sort of I don't know when is it I don't know when the film's supposed to be set, like the exact time period, but obviously it's not modern times, right? Yeah. But when you have that kind of clashing of ideas, I think that makes for quite interesting sort of art. Yeah. I didn't like her sort of more kind of typical film scoring, like orchestral stuff. I thought that was very generic, and I feel like the film could have benefited from having an actual composer who could have, created something like a love theme, or like something to really play around with. Yeah. Because for me, like with romances in films, the music is something that you can really use to narrate that relationship more. And I feel like for me, I would have really liked to have seen a composer, like an experienced composer, actually come on and like really drive the storytelling there. I feel like that was a bit lacking.
Yeah, I think their love story, as in Cathy and Heathcliff, is not a linear love story. No. And so like I kind of enjoyed the difference that Charli XCX, like that she gave instead of a composer, because if you kind of have this reiterating love theme, then it kind of shows a linear path. Every time we have these two 100%. Characters unite or whatever, and you hear the same kind of theme, then I kind of enjoyed the fact that it was a bit mishmashy. Yes. And I think it works in terms of the narrative between the two characters and their kind of mishmash and toxic relationship. Yeah. And I think for me anyway, I think it worked quite well. I think whenever Charli X is doing Charli XCX in the film, I think it works. Yeah. I think whenever she's kind of not, I would say like in the second half of the film particularly, I feel like the score could have really elevated the material. But like the first half, when she was like having, you were having all these like weird sort of more modern kind of movements. Like the first time you see Wuthering Heights, when the two kids are sort of running, and it's like this, I don't even know what like instrumentation she's using there, but this is just really like brassy kind of, like it really paints the picture like very, very well. And I thought it was great. Yeah, I enjoyed her stuff. I do like the song as well. Like it's been played in all the trailers, but like that is kind of adding to the whole like fever dream sort of element of it. And yeah, costume design, set design, brilliant. For me, I still think, I feel like I'm talking too much, but I still feel like this film cost $80 million. And I still do like question, I'm like, where did the money go though? Yeah. Like I really, aside from like the amazing sets and the costume design, and obviously like probably the cast's salary or what they got paid, genuinely, where did the $80 million go? Because I was like looking up other films that have like a similar budget, and just to put that into perspective, The Hunger Games had a budget of $80 million. Alien Romulus had a budget of $80 million. Ad Astra had a budget of $80 million. Babylon had a budget of $80 million. The Creator had a budget of $80 million. Yes, all of these are somewhat blockbuster-esque type films, but I think a film of this scale is almost like breaching that blockbuster territory. So I don't know. I was just scratching my head. I was like, but fair enough. Let's talk about Alison Oliver though, because Amy, you mentioned her.
and definitely one of the best aspects of the film.
Yeah, I loved her. I think she was such a different Isabella Linton from what I remembered from the book, but it worked. And I loved her and Jacob together when they go back to Wuthering Heights. I loved her like movements when she's in her, almost like she is a doll, like the way she walks and the way she was pushing Cathy on the swing and the way she had her doll and all her ribbons. Like, I just think she was so uniquely amazing at that exact portrayal of Isabella Linton. Like, it was great.
How is she in the books? Like, what kind of, like, what is she like in the books?
I can't remember.
Okay, interesting.
I mean, I've done my research.
Sure.
So I think I haven't read the book, but like I feel like you need to have some sort of understanding if you're gonna, like, I don't know. I just think you need to have some context. So I think a lot of people's problem with Isabella Linton is that she has a bit of a turnaround during, like, her. I think she manages to kind of stand up for herself a bit more and escape.
In the book.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I think that's probably an issue that a lot of people had with, you know, her kind of doggy role play situation.
Sure.
So yeah, that's just one thing that I just read about.
Well, she's meant to be Edgar's actual sister in the book.
Yeah.
And then she leaves because obviously this film's only part one. They don't do the rest, and they can't do the rest now.
Right.
So.
Because I was actually going to ask you about this, because one of the things I like left the cinema and I couldn't fully quite grasp what was actually going on with her character, because obviously she just sort of Heathcliff sort of just marries her for, you know, the kind of pettiness, basically. Yeah. And then I was trying to think, like, is this supposed to be like a sexually liberating thing that she's doing, because she herself is like self-aware of like the fact that she's never going to have that relationship with Heathcliff, or like, so she's actually just accepting that, but more so like and just sort of enjoying it as opposed to anything. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I think in the book, now I'm not a literature, like, I don't want the book people to come at me because I haven't done this since A-level.
I'm gonna hashtag book talk.
Yeah, no. But the book is told from Nellie's perspective. Like, Nellie's the narrator saying the story of Catherine and Heathcliff. So, and the letter that she writes that she ends up reading about Heathcliff being a monster. Obviously, in the film, they show that's Heathcliff like telling her to write it, and she's in it. But I'm pretty sure in the book, Nellie receives that letter. She doesn't actually know what's going down in Wuthering Heights unless when she visits. So I think they've played with that letter being more of like Isabella in on it, because she is attracted to Heathcliff and she wants to be with him. But then she does realise that he's a monster, because then she escapes. So I think that part of what she actually gets up to while she's at Wuthering Heights and how she acts, I think that's what Emerald Fennell decided to do. But I think Alison Oliver did it. Regardless whether it's book accurate or not, the way she portrayed it, like, Alison Oliver was amazing in that scene.
That I agree with. I think that she was like a really nice sort of like a different flavour to the film. Like obviously for comedic relief, I think she is like the person who sort of garnered the most laughs for sure, and just how she kind of reacts to Jacob Elordi in the same room is like very sort of, you know, very funny and whatnot. And I think like, she's an actor I definitely want to sort of watch more of. I've only seen her in this and Saltburn, but yeah, I didn't quite understand what they were trying to do with her character in the end. It sort of got lost on me. And then that whole element of like Jacob Elordi sort of being this kind of dominatrix type doggy thing at Wuthering Heights really flatlined the ending for me, because I was like, he comes in and he finds Cathy dead. And yes, I do believe that they were in love, and I do believe all these things, but also at the same time, I wasn't like crying like Amy, because I was a bit like, you know, I was like conflicting emotions here, and I don't know what to think. Do you know what I mean?
I think the reason why I didn't cry is because there's just two really awful people.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't find...
No, they are.
I didn't really find much to like about either of them. And they're both very toxic. They're both very toxic towards each other. You see even Cathy and her relationship with Isabella, that goes downhill as well. So neither of them are very likable. And so when that unfortunate moment hits at the end, you kind of like, you had it coming. Like, this was always, as they say in the movie, you know, you're kind of destined to be doomed. This love is destined to be doomed. And yeah, when you kind of act that way.
I think I just love miscommunication trope. Like, that is one of my favourite I don't know why.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
As in, like, they didn't get the letter. I think that's what hit me. The way he was writing all these letters and waiting on the moors for her all this time, and when like Nellie was throwing them in the fireplace, and you just kept hearing him say, "I love you, I love you," and obviously Catherine wasn't hearing that. And I think it was just, you know, if they could have aligned, but their ships passed years ago, and they've got to face the consequences of that. You know, they were set on different paths years ago, but no matter how hard he tried to bring them back, it wasn't working. And I think that's what made me emotional. The more like the misalignment. It's like star-crossed lovers. It's like Romeo and Juliet, but
so like the tragedy that they were never in control of their own love.
Well, they were to begin with, but then when she made the decision to marry Edgar and Heathcliff made the decision to leave, their paths could never come back.
Yeah.
But that was a miscommunication in itself because
well,
and it was kind of a little bit orchestrated by Nellie.
Yeah, which doesn't happen in the book.
Yeah. I think like when I look at a film like Wuthering Heights, obviously it's like it's a really ambitious project. Like again, $80 million budget, interesting actors, interesting source material. I don't want to sit here and say like every film needs to say something or be about something or whatever, but I really do struggle with Emerald Fennell. Like I'm sort of running out of kind of like she's just getting more and more strikes for me in the sense of like she's clearly a very talented filmmaker. You know, she clearly has like her strengths and she plays on those strengths really well. But basically, one of my big problems was I came out of Saltburn and I was just like, yeah, this is just so hollow. And I get what you're trying to do with like the whole experience of it, but like there's actually nothing beneath like we said, like nothing beneath the surface. And I was really hoping that, you know, you take a beloved source material like Wuthering Heights and you can really like do something with that source material. But I feel like she's again like really sort of stripping away any kind of nuance or depth that material has in favor of something more like a pixie dream girl kind of thing, and like neglecting the actual interesting things there.
I think my biggest problem with this movie is that if it's not Wuthering Heights, because in my opinion it's not, given the kind of the complexities of the source material and the intricacies of one, there's a lot of the racial undertone in the book.
Yeah.
And just class and obviously casting Jacob. If it's not that, with all of those complexities and the things that make it interesting and relevant, and then it's not the classic Emerald Fennell, let me just throw loads of shock, because to me this movie is quite tame.
I agree. Yeah. I agree, yeah.
So if it's not Wuthering Heights and it's not a shock factor driven heavy movie that kind of just blows, like, forget about the narrative and let's just shock the people, because I think that's what sells a lot of her movies, is that. And if it's neither of those things, then to me it's just another boring love story.
Yes. Well, yeah, I mean, I think like very well put. I think for me, I think this is the film that really like you can see that she actually doesn't know what I feel like she doesn't actually know what she's doing, because I feel like in Saltburn you had these moments where like you know, the images that she would show would really try and like sort of create this kind of really unsettling experience, like sexually as well. It's like a psychosexual thriller. That's what she was doing, and a lot of that stuff actually works. With here, like I feel like she was kind of filling those gaps with actually just pointless imagery. Like for example, like the whole situation with like the back and like the eggshells, and the eggshells thing was fine. Yeah, and like I'm like, what are you trying, like what are you actually? Yeah. These are just images. They're not actually enhancing the material at all. No. So I feel like her brand is obviously these kind of like sexually charged, like kind of sort of tongue-in-cheek images, and I feel like she watched this back and was like, hang on, I need to put more of this stuff in. So like now I'm just gonna, like, there was that shot of like the slug on the window, and I'm what? Yeah, it's a cool image, but like what is it actually doing for the film?
Because I think if those images were reflective more of their relationship, but to me their sexual relationship was, we didn't really get some of, apart from like I think the worst thing in the movie is him and Isabella, and that like that's the kind of most I don't know, less tame thing, whereas their actual sexual relationship we didn't get to see much that was kind of across the line. But those images were like they should have been reflective of, or like at least paralleled to a kind of crazy sexual relationship, but I didn't really find that they had that. Yeah,
I was going to say, Amy, I'm so sorry, because I feel like me and Amy are yet to sit down and review a film, and we both like the film, or we both dislike the film.
Really?
But when I went in, I was like, I really hope that I'm actually one of these people who actually likes the film. I'm like, you know what? Like, I really want to have fun with it. I want to see what it's about. But genuinely, like, I was like you said, like, I don't like using the term bored, but I was just a little sort of just left, like, I was sitting there like this for long portions of the film, and I feel like that Emerald Fennell experience, it didn't even, tick that box for me either. I think like the opening, so when you first see like the opening credits and you hear basically this guy making some noises and you're not sure whether this guy's fucking someone or like something's happening to him, and then he's like revealed to be someone who's like basically getting hung. I think that was like, okay, cool, this is interesting, because it's like sort of showing how like the intertwining of like all these sexual elements with like violence.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, cool, like this is gonna be, there's Heathcliff there's gonna be these there's gonna be more to say there, or like that mismatch. But I just feel like it was something she just sort of threw in there, and then like really didn't like sort of pick it back up at any point in the film. I don't know, but
yeah, I'm with you.
But
it wasn't freaky.
It wasn't freaky enough.
It wasn't freaky.
I do agree with that. But as soon as it came out that it was a 15, I kind of like wrapped my head around that. Like, it's not going to be.
But it was very much marketed that way.
Yes.
It was. Yeah. It was, one, marketed as Wuthering Heights because it's called Wuthering Heights, and two, it was marketed as a freak. Like that initial teaser was.
I think that's purposeful, clever marketing, because
but it's not the movie that's been sold.
No, but it's like, okay, when you watched the Endgame trailer, like that wasn't the movie we got. But you can't base your enjoyment off a film based on how it's marketed. You got to like take away all. I know what got your bum in the seat is the marketing, or the director, or what's promised to you. But then taking away all of that, like for the film was what it is.
Yeah,
that's why I enjoyed it.
Interesting.
Like taking away, yes, obviously I would have loved it to be more freaky. I think the trailer was misleading in that regard, but that was obviously a conscious decision. Calling it Wuthering Heights, it's not Wuthering Heights, but.
Because didn't she say like Wuthering Heights, right?
But it's like, 10 Things I Hate About You is based off Shakespeare. Like, are you going to hate Baz Luhrmann's Romeo and Juliet? Like, because it's nothing like Romeo and Juliet.
I think that the issue with it is that if you've called something Wuthering Heights and you've stripped it of that narrative, then the story she's created itself is just another period love story that, in my opinion, because you've stripped away those intricacies, makes it so bland.
What you're saying is like you're basically like cheating audiences by calling it something, and not actually exploring anything about that. You're actually just doing. You're actually just taking like the basic, like the names of the characters and the setting, but actually just being like, hang on, this is. This
is just a love story starring Jacob Elordi and Margot Robbie, and to me, I think that would have, by itself. Directed by Emerald Fennell, starring Jacob Elordi and Margot Robbie, would have had bums in seats. I don't think they needed to be called Cathy and Heathcliff. I think it was it could have just been an Emerald Fennell movie.
Sure,
and I think it would.
Sure.
I probably would have enjoyed it a little bit more, to be honest.
Yeah. I don't want to like completely continue to shit on the film, but like I do feel like, similar to you, Alex, like I do feel like they did massively oversell the kind of raunchy aspect. Like Margot Robbie, I saw an interview with her she did with Jimmy Kimmel, and she was saying like how she put on this like screening for her and her like girlfriends basically, and they were like frothing at the mouth or something like that. I was sitting there like the first time I was like, bruh, where's this frothing at the mouth? And also this was quite funny yesterday. When we got to the IMAX yesterday and we were sort of waiting for them to open the screen, there were these two Australian girls who like just sort of came in and were like so unbelievably excited. Like you could hear them, and they weren't even in the same room, like genuinely screaming, "Oh my god, I can't wait to see Margot and Jacob," and like, so excited. And they're like, "Oh my god, we can get popcorn," and like all this shit. And I turned to her, I was like, Jesus Christ, I hope like they're like not sitting anywhere near us. And lo and behold, they were sitting right next to me the entire. But they were very well behaved. They were like they were fine. They were completely fine. But like I feel like. My point is like they came in expecting this like sexually charged, but I feel like they kind of left a bit sort of, and I'm not speaking just for them, but just from sort of what I observed, they were actually pretty like, okay, cool, fine. But hey, if you enjoyed it,
it's definitely not freaky, but I do think that there's still more sex there than we've had in recent years for quite a lot of films. I think there has been I don't know the word.
Decline?
An ascendance, increase of like actual proper sex scenes. And yes, they're not freaky, and this was sold to be something different. But I do think kind of like sex is back in cinema, and this is it's still got pretty explicit sex scenes that I think maybe 5 years ago cinemas wouldn't have had.
Yeah, so yeah, that's the thing. Like, I agree. I think like yes, the way that cinema is going to continue is by being more bold and more daring, and sort of like if the story validates a sex scene, 100% have the sex scene. Don't like cut around it. Don't do any of this. Show that intense moment between these two characters to really allow us to buy with it, like to sort of get on board. But I do feel like a lot of films just use the idea of having sex scenes in the film as a way of selling the film and actually not really illustrating that kind of but I completely like take on board what you're saying, but
Martin Clune, so good.
Yeah no, the performances were all so great, and I just didn't hate it. I loved it. I think it was a toxic love story that worked. You still felt something. I thought the way she wrote her name on the window, I think that's when I started getting emotional, when she was writing Catherine Earnshaw, Catherine Linton, Catherine Heathcliff, because that's exactly how I pictured it. Like that handwriting, like being scratched in. I think so many of the visuals were great. And I say this with the utmost respect. I think it's a Wuthering Heights fan fiction. That's what this film is. Because...
yeah, exactly.
It is. And so that's why I think she can get away with saying Wuthering Heights, because I think if she wanted that setting, she wanted the Yorkshire Moors, because you can make it so cinematic and stunning, and with all that, it felt like ethereal. Like and then I read somewhere, I can't remember who described it as that, but that the Thrushcross Grange is more like Alice in Wonderland, and I really liked that sort of analogy of it, that it's an escape and not real, and everyone there's like dolls, and the like contrast between the two houses. I just really liked it. I just think it clearly is. She clearly liked Wuthering Heights, and yes, it's not a true adaptation, and you can say that Emily Bronte's rolling in her grave or whatever, but I think it's a clear passion project that she liked this toxic love, and yes, she could have done it without naming it as Wuthering Heights, but I think she wanted to two options. She wanted to market it and get the marketing of like Wuthering Heights and get this conversation going, or she just actually wanted to pay homage to because they don't even have that much interaction in the book after she marries Linton, like at all. So she just wanted to explore that, like a fan fiction side quest of if Cathy and Heathcliff got to be together for a bit of time, and what that passion coming together again would be like. And that worked for me. Yeah, no,
again, yeah, like absolutely. If the film worked for you and like on that experiential level, like, you ticked all these boxes, you went there to see sort of this kind of escapist sort of kind of reimagining of Wuthering Heights, and maybe the book is too dense or there's too many things in the book to truly adapt it, and it did what you expected it to do, then absolutely, that's absolutely fine. I'm actually like genuinely, like I said at the start of the conversation, I really didn't want to come here and just be like, this film is shit, but yeah, I also like simultaneously see like why a lot of other people are like really like, what the fuck is this, but hey, there you go. Emerald Fennell, I think cinema is better that we have her than not. I do think like she is someone who does get these conversations going, and yes, even though I'm not always on board the art all the time, she clearly has a fan base, and she clearly has strengths, and she's a talented filmmaker, and I'll always be interested to see what she's gonna do.
Oh, for sure. She will always get bummed.
Yeah.
Always.
Exactly. So,
and mine included, just to see what she's done next.
Well, exactly. There you go. But yeah, that is, guys, that is our review slander of Wuthering Heights.
No, Amy, though.
Yeah, poor Amy.
Guys.
I promise, Amy, next time you're on the couch, we're going to actually agree on a film.
The Odyssey.
Yeah, the Odyssey.
Yeah.
Amy's going to hate the Odyssey. I'm going to be like, what? But yeah, there you go. That was our take on Wuthering Heights, guys. If you've seen the film, I hope you have. Do let us know what you thought of the film down below in the comments section. We're now, of course, gonna go on to some games. That's why we're here. Amy can now breathe.
No, this is the most stressful.
No, this is more stressful.
So I have got 3 games, potentially a 4th, depending on how much time we've got.
Is one of the rounds about solo screenings? Because I'll win. Is it about Alex?
No, unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. I'm so sorry. Game 1 and game 2, I think you can go either way. Like, you can either play it together or play separately. I think game 3 you got to play it together because it's quite difficult.
Oh God.
Let's do this one together.
Okay.
And then we'll do the next one. You guys fighting each other, basically.
Okay.
Is there a theme, or are they just random?
Yes. So the theme is, the first game is, of course, we love Margot Robbie, and this one is just simply called, has Margot Robbie starred alongside?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
classic. Okay.
So we're doing this one together.
Supporting roles.
We'll do this together, but you get one attempt. That's
Okay.
how it's going to go. Okay? So I've got 6 actors here, and you're going to have to try and tell me whether or not Margot Robbie has starred alongside, and if so, what film they have starred alongside each other in. Okay, are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so has Margot Robbie starred alongside the following actors? So first up, we've got Robert Pattinson.
She must have done, surely, in something.
It sounds like a yes, but I bet it's a no. Robert Pattinson.
I don't think she has. Then.
I don't think so.
No.
We're gonna say no.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Correct, that's correct. They have not starred alongside each other. Up next, we've got Dwayne Johnson.
No, because he wasn't in Barbie. That was John Cena.
I mean, they are the same,
Yeah.
aren't they?
Yeah.
I was just thinking, like, surely it
Dwayne
must be a
Johnson.
cameo sort of film.
Is
if
it like
it's-
a DC thing? That's my only guess would be a DC thing because he's Black Adam, and she's Harley
Oh.
Quinn. That would be my only
Yeah,
guess.
but I don't.
But I don't think those two ever met.
No, I don't think so.
So say no.
Yeah.
Is that a no?
No.
That is correct. They have not starred alongside each other. It's quite intense. Okay, up next. Has Margot Robbie starred alongside Scarlett Johansson?
Oh my God.
Come on, you're a big Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, I know,
fan.
but
That's your girl. That's
That is
Black
your
Widow.
girl.
yeah, I've seen
Um,
like all of her films, and she doesn't jump out.
Well, if you say no, it's definitely on you because you have seen every Scarlett Johansson film.
We've had 2 no's in a row.
I know. I can't think.
And no, yeah, they are in the Wes Anderson one, Asteroid City.
Oh yeah, well done.
Very good, very good.
Amy. Well
I'm
done.
going to delete your TikTok account after
That was good, Amy. That was good.
Okay, up next we've got, has Margot Robbie starred alongside Lupita Nyong'o?
Have they done any like voice acting?
I wouldn't know.
I don't think so. Then
Okay, let's say no.
That is correct. Okay, we've got 4 for 4.
Oh, this is the best we've ever done on this game.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're going very strong. Okay, so up next we've got, has Margot Robbie starred alongside Samuel L. Jackson?
God.
surely.
Surely. He's in everything.
Yeah.
I can't think what though. Should we just go for it? He's in everything.
What's he been in recently though? Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Got to push you guys for time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
They have. So is that your final answer?
Yeah.
That is correct. You could.
Have no clue.
No.
So they star together in The Legend of Tarzan.
Oh god.
Do you remember that film?
No, I haven't
No.
even seen.
No?
No.
Okay, well, finally, has Margot Robbie starred alongside Margaret Qualley?
What has Margaret Qualley done recently? The Substance,
Didn't she also do
Driveway Dolls.
What's she in that's coming out? Is she going to be? Cause she's
No,
also
it can't
in
be
that.
upcoming.
It won't be upcoming.
Oh,
it won't be
okay.
upcoming.
No.
I have no clue.
Yeah. No.
No.
That's incorrect.
Damn
I
it!
nearly
We were
got
so
them right.
close.
What one?
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh,
Oh my god.
that was stupid. That was so
Tripped you up on the last one. Let's go. Okay, well, that's a pretty good score. You got 5 out of 6. That's pretty good.
That was pathetic.
There you go.
That's bad though, because all those people were so good.
I know.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Can't get them all, I guess. Game number 2. We're continuing with the love for Margot here, but this one is called, can you guess the Margot Robbie film from the Letterboxd review?
Okay.
Oh, I like this one.
Okay?
Are we against each other?
You're against each other in this one. So there's
so it's for
1,
time.
2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, whoa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7
Okay.
films.
Okay.
Okay.
So are we doing it? Who's quickest?
Who's quickest?
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so can you guess the Margot Robbie film
I'm just-
from the Letterboxd review? So first up, we have... okay, this person has rated it 4.5 stars and has said, it's absolutely no coincidence that 2 movies all about men ruining the world came out on the same day.
Barbie.
That's correct, yeah. Okay. The race is on. Up next, we've got... This is a 2-star review. And this says, sitting through this whole thing was no small feat.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Sorry.
Rapid. What the
Again, thrown by the ratings. Who's rated Once Upon a Time in Hollywood 2 stars?
Yeah, true.
Katie, what you doing, mate? Okay, up next, we've got La La Land's evil, horny twin.
Babylon.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. Well done.
Okay.
Did you let me have that one?
Alex, give it a chance.
I didn't.
All right, up next, we've got I can't believe Alison Janney won an Oscar for playing my mum.
I, Tonya.
That's correct, yeah. Oh, on the you haven't seen I, Tonya?
No, I haven't.
Really good. It's really good.
Probably her best performance, I think. Yeah. Okay, up next, we've got a 4.5-star review by Adam that says, one thing's for certain, there's absolutely no chance I'm keeping time travel a secret.
About time.
Oh!
Yeah, that's a draw. Didn't even finish the review.
Sorry, Adam.
I feel like you had about time like charging
Yeah,
up.
it was.
It's like, when's it coming?
Okay. So what's the score?
3 all.
Okay, so we got 2 more.
Okay.
No, we don't. We have 1 more.
Oh,
Ooh.
God.
Just shout first, Margot, before it comes to your head.
Okay. All right.
I'm ready.
The fog budget on this must have been enormous.
Wuthering Heights.
Correct? Yeah.
No, you got that one. You win.
Okay. There you go. That was very, very close.
Street. I was going to shout Wolf Wall Street.
No, there was no wolfies here. No.
Well done.
No, there we go. Okay, that was good. Game number 3. All right. This is not Margot Robbie related. Don't worry. This one, you guys can work together because I feel like some of these are quite challenging.
Okay.
So this one is called, can you guess the romantic film from the tagline?
Oh,
Okay.
this is fun.
We did this with sequels. This was fun.
Okay, yeah, we
Yeah.
did. Okay. The first tagline we've got on is a new funny film about love with a bit of time travel.
About Time?
That's correct, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry, I know.
I was thrown off when it was
Like
like
the
not
time
Margot
travel.
Robbie.
Yeah. Okay, very good. Okay, the next one. One of them is lying, so is the other.
What's a film about like both of them cheating with other people?
I don't know.
No?
No idea.
So that is How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's literally my favourite.
Oh, Amy.
I don't really love that one.
You don't love it?
Andy
No.
Anderson in the yellow dress.
I don't know what it was. I think I rated 3 stars.
5.
It's better than Wuthering Heights.
Yeah.
Okay, up next we've got, this is not a love story. This is a story about love.
So hard.
That is hard. Everything.
Think about what that tagline is trying to
Yeah, so it's
do.
about a book. Like something about writing. It's a story, right?
No.
No.
So the 2 sentences, right? This is not a love story. This is a story about love.
The Notebook.
No.
Oh.
La La Land.
No.
I have no idea
Okay.
what you're even trying to say.
Okay, fine. I'll explain in a bit, but I'll give you another tagline for this film.
Okay.
Boy meets girl. Boy falls in love. Girl doesn't.
Oh, 500
500
Days
Days
of
of
Summer.
There you go. So the first one.
Oh,
the
I
first-
get it. Okay,
Right?
okay.
It's
Okay.
disguised as a.
yeah.
you know.
I feel you now.
There we go. Okay. Up next, we've got, when you can live forever, what do you live for?
Twilight.
That is correct. Yeah.
I would be disappointed if
I was
you
going to
didn't
say,
get that.
pack your bags right now.
Yeah, no. Did you get that one?
No.
Oh.
Okay. Up next, we've got, you can erase someone from your mind. Getting them out of
Eternal
your heart
Sunshine of the Spotless
is another
Mind.
story.
Which is like a competition.
Oh yeah. Okay, I thought this was the
Guys, you're working
racing one.
together. You're like,
Sorry.
calm down. Yeah.
You got, well done, you got us that one.
Okay.
Hilarious.
Up next. Love is a force of nature. This one's quite tricky.
Love is a force of nature.
Think of this quite literally.
I want to say her.
No.
No. A force of nature. We're talking like trees. Ooh.
You're going in the right direction.
Trees.
Yeah.
It's not about trees, just
But we're talking about nature.
What kind of things? So trees is part of nature. What other things are in the natural environment?
Water. Air.
Student Avatar Last Airbender.
The shape of water.
No, not quite.
Love is a force of nature.
Okay.
Clue.
Okay, clue. So again, on the sort of natural themes, what would you like consider to be something that is born out of nature, or like something like you say you started saying trees, the ocean. What other kind of landscapes are we talking?
Space.
It's not space. Earth specific.
Oh.
Any other things?
I feel really stupid.
Yeah, no.
There's like the desert. There's the glaciers. There's
a forest.
Okay. This is. Do you give up?
Yeah.
Okay, this is Brokeback Mountain.
Oh. They could have way better taglines.
No, I know. Guys, I don't make.
I wasn't imagining like trees falling in love. 2 trees or something.
Yeah, we really ran with the tree theme.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, up next we've got: can 2 friends sleep together and still love each other in the morning?
Oh, I know this one.
Is it that Justin Timberlake one?
No, it's not Friends with Benefits.
Oh,
that's good. That's not bad.
No, but
I do know.
I know. I've literally. I swear I've seen this like the other day.
Say it again?
Can 2 friends sleep together and still love each other in the morning?
I'm so confused. I know it. I definitely know it. Can 2 friends? I don't know.
It's not When Harry. When Harry Met Sally.
That's correct. Yeah.
Done. Oh.
There we go. Okay. Next up, we've got Come Undone.
Oh,
that's
Wuthering
when
Heights.
Yeah. Had to be done. Up next, we've got Experience a Connection Beyond Words.
Is that her?
No.
Oh.
Lost in Translation.
Nope.
Beyond Words.
Beyond Words. So they can't talk.
Oh, there you go. You're on the right lines.
Okay, so they're in love and they can't talk.
Quiet Place.
Experience a connection beyond words.
You've used it as a guess in one of the previous taglines.
Did we?
Mm-hmm.
Got a memory of
La
a
La
goldfish.
Land?
Nope.
I guess that.
You did guess that.
Don't know why.
I don't know.
Because they were singing words.
Okay, one of the people in this relationship is human, the other is not.
Companion.
Companion, no, not quite.
Why am I only thinking of robots?
Yeah, me too.
Is it robots?
No.
What did we say?
I don't know.
Do you want me to tell you?
Oh, Shape of Water.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because she's dumb.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay, so last 2. This one. When I was writing this made me laugh a lot. First one is, I've got 2 taglines, but I'll give you the first one. Collide with destiny.
Why is that funny?
You'll find out why.
Collide with destiny. Collide.
These 2 taglines are awful for someone who will say. Collide with destiny. What's like something that's a big collision?
Big Bang.
No, not
A
that.
car crash.
No.
A plane crash.
No, but it's on the vehicle crashes.
A train crash.
No.
Collide.
It's on a vehicle crash.
Yep. You've named 3 vehicles. Keep going.
Oh,
A bike.
A bike.
No.
A bicycle.
No.
Skateboard.
Car, truck, plane, train,
It's not on land.
boat. Titanic.
There you go.
That is terrible.
It is, isn't it?
That's
the other
really
thing. The other
terrible.
one was nothing on earth could come between them.
What?
All right, mate. Okay.
For Titanic.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
glacier is on Earth.
And the last one we have is Here's to the Fools Who Dream.
La la la.
There we go. It's all happening.
Finally, I said it 3 times.
Well done.
Okay. Have we got time for another game? One more game? Do we have time? Yeah. Okay. This one is simply called Link the Actors.
Okay.
So Riley introduced me to this one. So I'm gonna put into ChatGPT 2 random actors, and you're gonna have to try and connect them in 5 or less
5 or less
films.
Okay.
Do you know who my favourite person to use is? The best connecting person.
Who?
Mark Ruffalo.
Love Mark Ruffalo.
He is with
But
so
we can't
many
do.
people.
But we can't do Marvel films or Star Wars films.
Oh no, but Mark Ruffalo's in more than that though.
Sure.
I think he's a good guy. Good guess.
Who would like to go first? Who would like to go first?
We're playing against each other.
I think it's more fun if we do solos, no?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I don't mind.
We can all have one go. Okay. 2 random actors.
It's like that Kevin Bacon thing.
If I don't know one of the actors' names,
Okay.
until I know one.
Yeah.
Who wants to go first?
I'll do it.
Yeah, well then.
Florence Pugh
Yeah.
and Mahershala Ali.
Florence. Wait, hold on. I need a little bit of help. Okay. I can't do Marvel movies.
Nope.
Oh, that would have been so easy. Okay, Florence Pugh is Florence Pugh. Florence Pugh is in. It would have been. I would have got it in 1 with a Marvel movie. Florence Pugh is in.
I think that the trick here is going for Mahershala Ali. What's he done? Because he's done limited stuff.
Mahershala Ali is in Jurassic World Rebirth.
Okay, let's start there.
See, then I was going to go Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
And it would have been so easy.
You still can.
You can still
you still
do that.
can.
Okay,
It's
yeah,
gotta be
I probably
fine.
will use that.
Yeah.
With Scarlett Johansson,
Okay, so that's 1.
who is in.
You got 1?
I'll give you more time. Think of your favourite actor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who else is in that film? Marriage Story.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I was, but then I'm thinking, where do I go from there?
Laura Dern.
Very good.
And then in Little Women.
Oh, yeah,
There we go.
well done.
Okay.
Give it to
No,
Amy.
you can do the next one.
No,
Okay.
no, you do it.
Okay.
No.
You did well. That
2
was
random
way better.
actors. Andrew Scott and Anya Taylor-Joy. Go.
Oh, surely that must be easy. Surely.
Go on, it's you.
Okay. Andrew Scott and Anya Taylor-Joy. Oh, how do you decide who to start with?
I've got it.
You've got it.
Yeah.
How many have you got in yours?
Oh, hold on. 3,
Interesting.
I think. Or maybe 4.
Hmm.
Think
Andrew
recent.
Scott, yeah, Wake Up Dead Man.
Yeah.
Is in Wake Up Dead Man. Oh, can we? I don't know. Can you then count that? Can you then say Josh Brolin in June?
Yeah.
And then Anya Taylor-Joy.
There you go. Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah. Interesting. Good. I went. Andrew Scott was in 1917 with George Mackay, who was in this film called The Secret of Marrowbone with Anya Taylor-Joy.
Oh.
Oh.
There you
I
go.
did it your way.
Nice.
I was
okay.
thinking to begin with.
Wake Up Dead
Wow.
Man is such an easy one.
Yeah, good
Okay.
ensemble.
Let's see what this has got for me. Dev Patel and Margot Robbie. Okay. Interesting. I'm just gonna start. Okay. Dev Patel was in Lion with Rooney Mara. Rooney Mara was in The Social Network with Andrew Garfield. Okay. Andrew Garfield was in Silence with Adam Driver. Adam Driver was in Black Klansman with John David Washington, and John David Washington was in Amsterdam with Margot Robbie. There you go.
Well done.
There you go. Okay. Well, do you want to have one more go between the two of you, and then we'll call it?
Sure.
Yeah. Very enthusiastic.
It's kind of fun just to play.
Okay. 2 random actors: Oscar Isaac and Saoirse Ronan.
Oh, that's kind of easy. Oscar Isaac is in Dune
Mhm.
with Timothy Chalamet, who is in Little
There we
Women
go. There we go.
with Saoirse Ronan.
Oh gosh, yeah. Well, there you go, guys. I feel like that was quite anticlimactic. Let's do it again.
Such an easy one.
Okay.
In the next rules, it's going to be like, you can't include June.
Yeah.
I probably should have cut that out.
No,
Okay.
there's only 2 movies.
All right, this one's probably easy as well. Cillian Murphy and Zendaya.
Cillian Murphy. It's
gonna-
again.
Cillian
Cillian
Murphy's
Murphy.
going to be in Peaky Blinders with Rebecca Ferguson.
You can't do TV.
Cillian Murphy is
No, the
in
film.
Oppenheimer with
yeah.
Florence Pugh, who
Is in
is in Dune. Wait, who are you looking
Right.
for?
Who is it?
Cillian Murphy and Zendaya.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. King June, man. Okay, I actually think this time we're calling it quits. All right, well, thank you guys so much for joining us for this episode. That was a lot of fun.
Yay.
That was in sync. Jesus. Thank you, Alex, and thank you, Amy, for joining me to chat shit about Wuthering Heights and play some games. It's been fun, and we look forward to welcoming you guys back. Guys, all their respective links will be linked down below in the description box. So if you're not following them already, do go and check out their stuff. They're doing some pretty amazing things. But for now, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for listening. And we'll catch you very soon in the next episode of the Popcorn Podcast. Cheers.